George was born in February 2011. A missing piece for our family, really. He was just the happiest little boy. He smiled the whole time. He had these pokey out little ears, and he was just everything we'd ever wanted. We just had a wonderful life. It was just a normal evening. The children had their milk, they were watching telly. Georgie was crawling around on the floor, suddenly rolled backwards. We knew something was wrong. His machine stopped in front of us. Our little boy, who was crawling around at home, was now gone. So we walked out of the hospital and somehow explained to a 2- and 3-year-old that their brother was never coming back. We walked out with a piece of paper and you're just left. You're expected to get on and you return to a house that was so full of happiness to one you don't ever want to enter again. You feel very alone after your child dies or when you're suffering a bereavement. You're stuck in this world where nobody understands what you're going through. Paul and I really struggled. On the 5th day, Paul was very, very upset. It was about an hour and a half after Paul had left the house that there was a knock at the door. And I looked through the kitchen and I could see that it was 2 police officers in uniform. And I just knew that Paul had died and was never coming home. For the last 10 years, I've sat day in, day out thinking, did I miss something? Was it obvious this was going to happen? And I always come to the same conclusion that no. You have 2 choices when you lose someone you love. You either fall apart or you keep going in them and your memory. To Wish was born out of what we didn't have. When George died, there was nowhere. And the wonderful nurse on duty literally took him out into the main corridor of the hospital in her arms and walked from one end of the hospital to the other looking for somewhere for us to sit. We passed members of the public, we passed other children, and our child was dead in the arms of a nurse. We have that journey beginning with families. They have that room we never had. They have a beautiful memory box given, which we never had. We provide pyjamas for children to be dressed in. George wasn't dressed after he passed away. And then we have ongoing support and counselling. The families we support would be lost without To Wish. I'm just relieved. I'm just so pleased that when, sadly, a family out there will lose a child in a hospital and their world's been crushed into pieces, that they're actually going to get a phone call from us and that they're going to be told that there is support available and that we are there for as long as they need. You're giving families hope. You're allowing them to smile again. I'm just glad that other families have a better chance. Maybe we'll prevent another dad walking out and never coming home. We just hope that by people listening to this and listening to my story and understanding that this can happen to anyone, that they will donate and support the Make Some Noise campaign.